Hello everyone, before we get to the topic of the video, I just wanted to let all of you know I recently started a Teespring store. So if you're interested in anything Tundra Dude 34 related, as far as apparel, mugs, gifts, stuff like that, in the description below there is a link to the store. So far there's only 2 items on there, a shirt and a mug, but going forward I will be adding stuff to there constantly, so check it out. What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. So the title says it all. Today I surprised my wife with a brand new vehicle, which you are going to see momentarily, and you're going to see her reaction. Now there's something you need to know about my wife right away, and if you've been around the channel a while, you already know this. The last thing she does is care about vehicles or cars or anything like that. Material items mean nothing to her. But she's had her Honda CR-V for like 10 years, and it was just time. It was time to move on to something a little bit different. I finally found something that she actually liked and kind of fell in love with, and I remembered it, and I've been working on this for a while. But what we're gonna do real quick is I'm gonna show you, her initial reaction. We'll do a first drive with her. We'll walk around the car and see what she thinks about it. And then we'll come back and we will go over some of the details, some of the things that I went through to make this happen. So stay tuned, check it out. Try not to film our messy living room. Okay.
You're so close.
I know, I'm sorry. There you go. The most ecstatic wife ever.
It's weird for there to be a new car and I'm going to the driver. So
yeah, because you never get a new car. 2020 TRD Off-Road Premium 400. Hold on there. Open up.
I'm ready to go.
I know you're ready to go, but what do you think?
I like it. It's comfy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's different than a base model.
Yeah, it's quite enough.
Look, I bet you'll use this a lot.
What?
That's all your hill descent control and everything.
Oh, yeah,
right? Hey, look, a moonroof. You always wanted one of those. A lot of space. The new big screen for 2020 right there. I love that. The most non-materialistic person in the world. She doesn't know what to do right now.
The color.
You're like, well, this is the one you wanted, right?
I know, it's the one I always look at.
How does it feel as far as the CR-V in size, just by sitting in it right now? Gigantic?
A little bigger. This way, no. This way. A little bigger.
A little bigger.
Terrible.
Nah.
I learned to drive on a minivan. So.
Yeah, there you go. You ready for the first drive?
Yeah.
So 1 to 10 satisfaction right now.
25.
Oh, good save, dude. I thought you were gonna be like 7. Okay.
2. That's a big trunk.
Power outlets.
Okay. My parents have a mini fridge thing that
There you go.
plug into.
This is perfect for tailgating. We'll be taking this to the races.
Nice.
Seats go all the way down, obviously.
Yeah.
So you have a giant, almost like a pickup truck back here. The guard there. Her and I are learning about this vehicle at the same time. So, I dig it. So here's something you may not know.
Oh, lock.
There you go. So this has a wiper that comes down, and this whole window goes down. It tucks up when you're not using it.
Oh, that's cool.
What about backseat action?
I lost it.
Hold on. It's keyless.
Oh. It's gonna take a little getting.
I know. You're not used to any kind of technology.
Oh, it's comfy.
Right?
Is it big enough for you?
Oh, I'll deal. I'll be fine.
Well, my seat would be like...
Even with your seat, this is like all the way back, as the salesman just dropped it off, but I still have plenty of room. You have plenty of room. You could easily fit 3 people back here. Yeah. I like it. Look at this screen. This is the first year there's the giant screen. It used to be that mini screen, remember?
No.
Yeah, you drove a 4Runner one time when I had a press vehicle. Oh. It was that silver one years ago. I think that's when you decided you liked it. I don't know.
Probably.
Ooh, look at the bolstering.
Oh, it's sticky.
Oh, you're already going at
It's
it.
gonna be parked like a mile away.
I know,
from
right?
whatever
Look,
building I'm walking.
nice bolstering. TRD stitching. Can I sit in it?
Sure.
I like it. Definitely. Ooh. Now, why don't they do this in the Tundra? This blows my mind. You got the carbon fiber here. You got the black here, where this is silver in the Tundra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Everything in here is black. It looks good. Got the TRD stitching. Yeah, this is sweet. Auto. Big old moonroof. Door panels. All automatic windows, it says on it. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet. Push button start nowadays. You're gonna have to get used to push button start.
And not needing the key.
Yeah. Well, that was the hardest part for me too, not needing the key.
Like 7 times already.
Yeah, I know. You keep going for it. All right, not bad. What do you say? Go for a ride?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give him a thumbs up or something. There you go. Gotta put your foot on the brake and hit the
I
button.
know, I'm trying to get close enough. I have little legs. This is weird. Oh my gosh, it's so quiet.
Quiet?
My other car rattled.
Oh, okay. Trying to learn everything while you drive.
I have an eco thing.
Yeah, it just tells you when you're driving eco-friendly. What, no blinker?
No, there's nobody around. It's quarantine.
You're gonna get eaten for that one.
Don't put that in there.
Okay. How are the brakes?
Touchy.
Yeah, compared to your other one, a little touchy.
It doesn't feel big now. I'm just driving. I think
It'll be the parking?
It'll be a test, yeah, when I park.
All right. Give it some gas. Let's see what you got. Nice and heavy. You look comfortable. You feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Definitely something to get used
Feel
to.
big.
Yeah. It's a lot bigger than your other one as far as height and everything.
Yeah.
The other one, the CRV, the hood swooped like downward.
Yeah.
This one is straight out.
Yeah.
And you got the fake hood scoop there, so
It's a very important feature.
very important to have the fake hood scoop, just so people know what's up. Okay, we just parked. What do you think? First ride.
I like it a
Okay.
lot.
What do you like about it?
Well, it's smooth and it's quiet, because my last car was not. It doesn't feel a lot bigger than my last one, so it's pretty comfortable. I like all the gadgets. The whole ride over, I was asking what everything was.
Yeah. So for a lot of people who say the 4Runner's outdated, this is a spaceship to her.
Yes, it is.
And the first thing she asked to do once we shut the camera down was open up the moonroof and open up that back window. So
Yeah.
she's always wanted a moonroof. She never had any of this crazy stuff. Mind you, it was like a base model 2010 CRV, like as base as base gets. So this is all the good stuff to her. The backup camera, the oohs and ahs when everything was, when we were changing everything. So obviously we know the 4Runner has a new screen in the center there too. So in the old one you could put up the digital speedometer, but yeah, she didn't have that either. But this is a more advanced looking one. And you know, you can go through and toggle through all the stuff you could do. Yeah, which you're learning that there's
Yes.
her steering wheel on the old car didn't have anything but a horn and an airbag.
And the cruise control button.
And the cruise control button, yes.
That was it.
Yeah, this is all new to her, so
I like the colors
yeah.
on the inside. I like that it's black and I like the top is gray. My last car was beige.
Oh,
on the inside.
It was terrible.
And like the first day I drove it, or it wasn't the first day.
Yeah, it was just dirty immediately.
Dripped, like iced coffee right on the beige seatbelt.
Not bad.
So I like the colors.
Yeah, everything seems to match really well in here. You got a little silver on the knobs, but everything is black or carbon fiber. I wish the Tundra would have some stuff like that, like we said. I wish that was black on the Tundra. Everything's black. There's no random colors. Everything works together well in here, even the gray on top. So overall, satisfaction level after trip 1?
100%.
And the braking went from a little bumpy to just fine.
Yeah.
That nervous drive of the first vehicle, but all right, cool. So you're happy?
Driving like this.
Yeah. Money
And
well.
then I got comfortable.
Money well spent.
Yes.
Okay. You're sure?
Yes.
No buyer's remorse?
Nope. Thank you.
Or else I should be the one that has buyer's remorse because.
I didn't buy it.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
Cool. Anything else you want to say to these fine people?
Thank you for asking when I was getting in the car.
All right, so there you have it. 2020 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium. Basically everything she wanted. So here is the backstory on everything that's gone on for a while. I've had to keep quiet about this. So not that long ago, maybe a few months ago, I was torturing her and bringing her to a Toyota dealership like I always do when I drive by it. I like to pull in and look at vehicles. Well, she's always had a little bit of a love for the 4Runner. She's not into cars. You got to know that right away with her. She's just not into cars. She doesn't really care. The Honda CR-V that she drove was as base model gets. It got her from point A to point B, and that's all she really cared about. For years, in my mind, I've always wanted to surprise her with a car, but I wanted to find something that she liked first. I didn't want to just get one and then her be like, well, okay. But one time, a few months back, we were driving through one of the Toyota lots, the local one here, and she spotted the nautical blue 4Runner with the TRD off-road package. And it was the premium package because it had the sunroof and all the stuff on it that she liked. And she fell in love with it. And every time we would drive through, she would stop and want to look at that vehicle. There'd be times I would bring her to, Highlanders and RAV4s and other Toyotas, but it was always this that she liked. Many moons ago, she drove one of my press vehicles. I think it was a 2017 silver 4Runner, and she really liked it. She just liked the idea of, and she uses this term a lot, it actually looks cool versus some of the other vehicles that she was thinking about, a little bit larger of an SUV like a Highlander from her CR-V. She said this actually looks cool. She loved the look of it. Then she started to learn about the capability. She said it feels more like a truck than an SUV, which body on frame, it is what it is. But I knew she fell in love with it and she really liked it. And it is the only vehicle she ever brought up. I have pictures from old auto shows of her sitting in 4Runners and she would just give it more interest than anything else. She's the absolute best wife in the world. She lets me do things like this crazy channel. She lets me buy things like Tundras. She never, gives me any lip about it or anything. She knows it's all for the channel and stuff like that when it comes to my Tundras, and she knows what I want to do and my dream of it. So she's the best wife in the world, easiest person to get along with and live with, and she definitely deserved this. This is the least I could do for all the things that she's done for me. So I was happy to be able to get her into something that I want her in more than the CR-V. The CR-V was a great vehicle, but this thing's a little bit bigger. As a husband, I care about her safety, of course. This thing's a little bit bigger. Now for 2020, the 4Runner has Toyota Safety Sense. It has things in it now where she's going to be really happy in this vehicle, and it's also going to be a nice, safe vehicle for her as well. You got the airbags all over the place in these things nowadays. And on the fun side of it, and I said this when we were in the car a little while ago, the fun side of it for her is this is all a lot. And I mean that in the way of, like, she looks at the screen. She didn't have any screen, let alone an 8-inch navigation screen with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto capability and all that. Push button start. Foreign to her. Just the gauge cluster with the information screen, the moonroof, like all of this. There are things we've talked about over the years on the channel about the 4Runner and about how people feel that the 4Runner is a little outdated and they don't like the look of the interior. Well, to her, this thing's a spaceship and it's as technologically advanced as anything she's ever been in before, and she's thrilled with it. And the more that we drove with it, you know, when we were over there, we went for a walk over where we usually go for a walk, the more she fell in love with it, to the point where I was like, hey, can I drive it? And she was like, no way. She wants to drive it. She loves the look of it. She's taking pictures of it. She's telling her friends, and that is good. For someone who doesn't like cars or trucks like she does not, she seems to be madly in love with this. I spared no expense, and what I mean by that is I didn't sacrifice on anything. I got her the color she wanted. I got her the package, the TRD Off-Road Premium, which was the one she was looking at that she fell in love with. Honestly, if I came home with an SR5, she probably wouldn't have known the difference, but, you know, it's missing a couple things here and there. I mean, she wouldn't care about this, but it's cool that you have the TRD stitch seats, you know. It's just a beautiful interior. I really do like it, and I've always been a huge fan of the 4Runner. Now, one thing I will tell you, I took advantage of the situation with the dealerships are not in a good position right now as far as everything in the world is kind of on hold because of what's going on. So I went ahead and, you know, I tried to get this deal done, knowing they really needed to sell some vehicles. And Fred Beans once again came through in the clutch. That's like the second time in just over a month. First the green TRD Pro behind us, and now this. John, the guy that I deal with there, is very, very, very helpful. So thank you once again to them. But even when he delivered the vehicle, we were able to do it. I know some of you were asking this. It was contactless. You know, he had his protective stuff on. I had my protective stuff on. He got out of the vehicle. He handed me the folder with all the paperwork we needed to sign. He put little arrows that say sign here on it. We went inside, my wife and I, we signed everything we needed to sign, and everything was good. And that was the end of it. So it is possible. I thank them very much for going out of their way to do it the right way, contactless with everything going on. But it was in and out for him. And yeah, huge high five to Fred Beans once again. But overall, you know, we'll go over this truck a little bit. Tomorrow I'll do like a serious walk around of it. You know, we'll talk about the window sticker, how much it costs. We'll take it for a little ride. I haven't driven it yet. So we'll do all that tomorrow. But today is just a congratulations to my wife. Like I said, she totally deserves this thing. It's beautiful, and she's going to get many good years out of it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments below. If you've been around this channel a long time, how many times over the years have you been like, when are you going to buy your wife a 4Runner? When are you going to buy your wife a car? She never wanted one. She was always content with the CR-V, but it was getting to the point where it was time. We were going to have to put new tires on the CR-V. It was going to need a good tune-up and everything, and it was just time to move on to something else. After 10 years, get her into something a little bit bigger, a little bit safer, and I couldn't be more happy, and I don't think she could be more happy either. So let us know what you think. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and don't be afraid to leave a congrats to Michelle in the comments below. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon.